Welcome back, fam. It's your girl, Angela Denise, and I am here with you today with a few recommendations for the Sephora Holiday Savings event. I'm sure that most of you watching received this little card in the mail letting you know that the Sephora Savings event sale started on Friday, yesterday. So this video is going up late, but you guys voted and you said that you did want to go ahead and see the products that I would recommend to you. I do apologize. This video was supposed to go up yesterday, but you know, life. I have a few miscellaneous products that I want to go ahead and mention first before we dive into the makeup. So, brush cleaner. This is a great time to try out one of my this is pretty much my holy grail brush cleaner, and I always get the really big one. This is the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. This is the 32 ounce. This has lasted me a year, so I do think that it's worth picking up, especially if you're someone that does makeup professionally or if you use makeup multiple days a week. It is very important to clean your makeup brushes. So in the Sephora sale back in April, I picked up the solid cleaner, the solid cleanser. So I am a fan of the Beauty Blender solid cleanser, and when I found out that Cinema Secrets was bringing out their own version of the solid cleanser, I had to check it out, and you guys, I really love it. I will say that I have been using it more than the liquid, especially for my sponges, especially for the brushes that I use liquid products on that really need a good clean. This is a really good solid cleanser. I highly recommend you guys try this out. So that I do have a few gift sets that I want to recommend to you guys. They're skincare mostly and body care and things like that. I'm going to save that for the end of the video. So body care and skincare and hair care recommendations. So hair. There's a mask that I tried out either earlier this year or last year. It's the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This stuff is amazing. They also have a clarifying shampoo that I also love. So I highly recommend that you guys check out this. If not necessarily specific to naturals, but any hair type, this is a really good reparative hair mask, and it also does provide a little bit of moisture to the hair. I did use it on this wash day for my hair, you guys, and I really will say that I have been loving this stuff. So I personally will be picking up a larger container of this. This is something that I shared with you guys in a favorites video a few months back. And this is the Josie Marin Whipped Argan Oil. This is the unscented version, and I like the unscented because I want to be able to layer my fragrances on top. When you layer your fragrances on top of a cream or an oil, it does help the fragrance last a little bit longer. So this is definitely something that I think that you guys should check out, especially considering, you know, there's drier air, less humidity, winter and fall is here basically. So this is definitely one that I would recommend to you guys. It is a really lightweight once it sinks into the skin. It gives the skin a nice, beautiful sheen. It just looks like you have like the most healthy skin. I just cannot recommend this enough. It's gorgeous. They sell Dermalogica at Sephora now, and I think that that is awesome. Dermalogica is one of my favorite skincare brands. The lady that does my facials used Dermalogica. That's kind of how I experienced the brand initially. But I do want to mention the only physical exfoliant that I will use on my face, and that is the Daily Superfoliant. They do also have the Daily Microfoliant. So the Daily Superfoliant addresses more environmental factors and anti-aging concerns, and it is a charcoal base. The lid looks like this, and so you just pour it out in your hand, and it's a very fine textured sand-like product that you put a little bit of water in, mix it up in your hands, and you cleanse the skin.
I like to leave it on for about 30 seconds or so I can really get those benefits of the charcoal. The microfoliant is geared more towards acneic skin. So if you do suffer with acne, then I would recommend the microfoliant from Dermalogica. I've personally used both and I love them both. I do have the microfoliant in a smaller version, and I will use that because it's gentle enough to give me a physical exfoliation if I have a breakout, and give me that salicylic acid that you would need to help really combat that breakout. So the microfoliant and superfoliant are skincare products that I would highly recommend. They are a little bit on the pricey side, so 20% off is the perfect time to try out Dermalogica. So let's go ahead and talk about a primer that I think that you guys should check out, especially if you have oily skin. This is one that's a little bit on the pricey side. I personally discovered this about a year and a half ago during a Sephora sale, and this is the Hourglass Mineral Veil. This is a oil-free primer with an SPF of 15. I don't have this one on today, but if you're really oily and you have acne concerns, even if you do have like normal combination skin and you get oily in the T-zone, I really think that this is a really good primer. And I want to say that this primer is like $48 or something like that. But one pump is literally more than enough to do your whole face. It has some pore blurring properties to it, and it does help control oil, which is the reason why I really love this. So if you guys have been looking for a really good primer, this is one that I recommend that I have been using for quite some time. Another product that I have been secretly enjoying, and I actually got this out of a gift set last year from Sephora. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and this is like the mini 0.5 ounce size. And I will honestly say I really love the way this leaves my skin feeling after I apply it. And in the fall and winter months, I do use this under my makeup. I did use it under my makeup today. And I just kind of feel like I have that soft, focused, supple juiciness to my skin, which is what you want this time of year because you can pull it off because it's not as hot. But honestly, I'm not saying that this is like an absolute must-have. I'm just saying that it's good. And I'm saying that I love the way that it makes my skin feel. And they do sell the ½ ounce. I highly recommend that you go ahead and try it out. And I use it sparingly, and I use it under my makeup only. So yeah. Okay, so the part that I'm sure most of you are waiting for, and that is makeup. And I have quite a bit here, and I actually have a few demos for you guys. First up is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I am wearing the shade number 6. I think that this is just, I mean, just a stunning, stunning product. I just think that it just gives the skin, you just look like you've been drinking all the water, you've been living right, you have been taking care of your skin and eating your vegetables when you apply this. It gives you that lit from within look to the skin, and I am here for it. So yeah. It's just so pretty. Next up is a foundation that I tried out for the first time last year, and I just can't get enough. I do try to use it sparingly. I really could wear this foundation every day. I absolutely love the way it makes my skin look. It is none other than the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation with SPF 20. I think that this is just one of the prettiest foundations that I own. Unfortunately, it is a little bit more on the pricey side.
But this is one that I would definitely recommend that you guys try out this time of year because the weather is appropriate for it. And not only that, I just think that it's just beautiful. It just lays so perfectly on the skin. It's just so skin-like. So this is the concealer that I have tried out most recently, and I have been using it non-stop since I tried it out back in, I think it was like July or August. But I think that it's a beautiful concealer. It's something that you can glam up full coverage. It's not super full coverage like the Pat McGrath one, but the texture, the longevity, everything about this concealer, the shade range, you get quite a bit of product at 0.37 ounces. This one is one of my more expensive concealers that I have in my collection. This is the Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer, and I do wear the shade 4W. All right, so Laura Mercier, one of my favorite translucent powders for not only all over the face but under the eye, because I find that it doesn't dry my under eye out. I usually like to go in with a more hydrating powder up under the eye, but Laura Mercier and Chanel, you guys know how I feel about my Chanel powder. They don't dry my under eyes out like some other powders do, but this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey, and this is so pretty. I am wearing it up under my eyes right now with the Dior concealer, and ma'am, if you haven't already, you need to get you some. Clearly you can see that this is the travel size. I got the travel size because I have quite a bit of makeup in my collection, so I don't really need a full size container of a loose powder at the moment because I do have quite a few. Okay, let's talk eyeshadow palettes. I have 4 different eyeshadow palettes here that I wanted to share with you guys. The first palette that I'm going to talk about, I do have a demo for you guys on how I created this look, so I'm going to zoom through it really quickly. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did use 6 different colors on my eyes. I am talking about the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. I think that this palette is absolutely beautiful, and I'm in love. This palette, I was just so excited about. The price point of this palette is also exciting. I think that it's absolutely stunning. The 18 colors from Pat McGrath for this price point plus the 20% off. You guys really should check it out. Now, I will say that I think that she should have put a few more satin or matte shades in this palette because all you have are 3 matte shades to blend in through your crease. But I would think that this palette is a challenge for you to kind of get more creative on creating looks. This is a look that I just kind of freestyled here, so I want you guys to go ahead and get into it. So of course I want to go ahead and mention the other 2 quads that are on the Sephora site that she came out with in the Celestial Divinity collection, holiday collection. I do really love them. I think the pink one is already out of stock, so I'm sorry. The blue one is absolutely stunning. So this is the time to pick up all of your Pat McGrath palettes. If you are a collector, as I am, and you don't have Star Wars, this is everything to me. I can't get enough of this palette, and I really am contemplating picking up a backup because I wish that I would have picked up a backup to the Jackie Aina ABH palette that she came out with last year, because now it's gone, and I wish I had a backup because there's a few shades in there that are just bomb. The next Pat McGrath palette I'm going to mention is the Divine Rose 2. This palette I was so excited about. I was excited about the Celestial Divinity. These 2 palettes were the most excited I could have been about a palette this year, period. Divine Rose 2 is disgusting in all the right ways. I mean, it is just the most beautiful eyeshadow palette. There are some colors in here that I have yet to put on my eyes. I mean, gosh, look at this. Ooh, Lord. Look at it. It's just out of this world, really. Out of this world. This palette is everything. I feel like if you only use like these four, you can create like a nice neutral everyday look. Put this one in on top, add a little bit on the top center of the lid to add a little bit more pizzazz to your everyday look. And once you start getting down into these, I mean, you know, you just, it's going to take you there. Okay, Miss Natasha Denona. I have two palettes that I think that you should pick up right now if you can. First is the palette that I called Boring, that I mentioned in my favorites video for September, I think, or August, I don't know. But this is the this is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette, and I just think that this is the perfect summer palette, transitioning to fall palette, everyday neutral palette. This is a good workhorse palette, especially if you are the girl that does not like a whole bunch of bold colors and different things like that. I think that it's beautiful. Some of the colors look a little bit repetitive, but the texture and the undertones and the shift is what make them different. This color here, True Copper and High Degree, these two colors just scream fall. I mean, gosh, look at them. They scream fall. Everything fall to me. Okay, a palette that it's supposed to be limited edition, but it's still available, which is the reason why I'm mentioning it to you now. If you don't have it, get it. This is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. This is a mini 28 pan palette. I think that this is beautiful. I mean, you look at it. You can't tell me that you can't create some beautiful fall looks out of this, but I also use it during summertime and even wintertime. I see my blues and my greens, which is what I like to do for the wintertime. I like to do a lot of blue. Look at that. It's blue-green. It's just so pretty to me. And you have a lot to work with. You have some really, really beautiful formulations in this palette. And this is probably my favorite Natasha Denona palette. I don't have the same type of collection for my in Natasha Denona as I do Pat McGrath. So this does a lot because it puts a lot of her shades and a lot of her formulas in one palette, which is the reason why I like it so much. Let's go ahead and talk about lips. I have two lip pencils and two lip glosses that I want to mention. The lip pencil that I'm wearing is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Foxy Brown. I feel like this is the perfect soft brown for people that's like around my complexion, NC46, or lighter. This is a perfect neutral brown that will go with any nude look, pink look, lips, and things like that. I think that it's beautiful. It's a light brown. Never mind this scar that I have, but this is the color brown. I just think that it's perfect, really. So for my absolute favorite lip gloss from Pat McGrath, this was in her first collection that she ever released for her lip gloss. This is the Lust Fantasy Lust Gloss in Flesh Fantasy. I am wearing it on the lips. I love that it's somewhat opaque. I love the consistency of it. I love the shine on it. And this one, I don't think it has too much shimmer, but it still has shine. And I just think that it's absolutely stunning. Perfect for a good nude lip. It's good to wear on an everyday basis just by itself with a lip liner, or just, you know, with the lip gloss by itself. I think that it's a stunning, stunning, stunning lip gloss. So the next lip pencil is another one from Charlotte Tilbury, And I would recommend this one for my NC50s and darker. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheek and Intense. This is the shade extension that she had came out with. This one is a lot more deep. The other thing is that they have staying power. They don't seem like it when you're applying it because they just glide on so effortlessly, but they have staying power, which is something that I really, really love. And I would say I would like to see some more shades, but these two shades are perfect for people of color, perfect if you are looking for a nude lip combo, and I absolutely love them both. Love. Okay, the next is a lip gloss that is ultra bougie, ultra expensive, and it is Ultra Tom Ford. First of all, the packaging alone, can we discuss it? I mean, this is a time where you buy the things that you would typically not buy. You can get a little bit of a discount. The Tom Ford lip gloss, specifically in Ravish, 06 Ravish. Ravish blush is also my favorite blush from Tom Ford, which is what drew me to this shade. I love a good nude, so, but I mean, I love the shine. It has a decent opacity to it. I love the texture and the packaging. I mean, wouldn't you want to be out and pull this out to reapply your lip gloss? I mean, girl. So, a few more complexion things. Let's go ahead and talk about my absolute favorite face setting powder as of late. This is the Givenchy, is it Prism or Prisme? It's Prism, I think, Libre Loose Powder. This is the shade number 5. This has 4 different shades in one container to kind of make when they all blend together, they just create the most perfect shade. And applying it to the skin is just like heaven. It just gives the skin a poreless appearance. It is a more matte powder, but it doesn't dry my skin out at all. It just gives me a soft matte appearance to the skin, and girl, I just cannot get enough. I want to go ahead and recommend a couple of more foundations for you. These are kind of like on my wish list. The new Tom Ford foundation and the new NARS Soft Matte Complete foundation. Those are 2 that I do have on my wish list this go around. Okay, so I do know, I'm aware that I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury in this video, but I'm telling you guys, everything that I'm mentioning is creme de la creme, worth the coin. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic Intense Blush. I think that this is an absolutely beautiful blush. You can apply it lightly or you can apply it heavy. I think that it just has a really nice neutral vibe to it. That's what it looks like. Perfect for this time of year. I absolutely love this blush. I love the texture. I feel like you can make it kind of all the way matte by just staying on the outside perimeter of the blush, or, you know, put a little bit more pop on it to add some more radiance to the cheek. But this is absolutely beautiful. Another really good find from Charlotte Tilbury. Can we talk about the bronzer? This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This is the shade Tan. I do have it on my face right now. She is gorgeous. A matte bronzer, it's not something that I typically reach for. I do like something that's a little bit more satin, skin finish, has a little bit of radiance to it. But I just feel like this is so second skin looking on the skin that I believe it's pretty. It just blends so effortlessly. This shade I feel is perfect. It doesn't have too much red. So all of my NC47s, all my girls between NC42 and NC47, this is you right here. NC50 could rock this too. Don't want to leave out my NC50. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I cannot do this video without mentioning one of my bougiest bronzers. And you know I love a bougie moment. This is the Gucci Poudre de Beauty Eclat Soel number 5 bronzer. She is stunning. She's very deep. So if you're my complexion or lighter, you have to go in with a very light hand. One complaint that I have about these bronzers is that the color range was not the best. One thing that I live for with this bronzer is the packaging. I mean, this packaging is just luxe at its finest. The product is really right up my alley. It has a little bit of sheen to it, but not too much. I did try out the shade number 4. The shade number 4 was too light, especially for me in the summer. But I've heard that I should check out shade number 2 because shade number 2 or 3 is deeper than shade number 4. So I will need to wait and see these in person. But the packaging alone is collector worthy, if you ask me. So there's a couple of gift sets that I really do think are worth the coin and that you should check out. For the last year or two, I have been heavily into this Laneige lip sleeping mask. And I do know that Laneige has multiple gift sets out on Sephora. And this is the time to pick them up. There's actually 2 gift sets that I think that you should kind of look into. There's the Laneige Dream and Wonder gift set for $29. It's going to come with a full size, the original lip sleeping mask, and then 2 of the minis. And then there's another one that has the glowy balm and then a mini lip mask. I think I'm going to get that one. So cannot sleep on the Laneige gift sets. The next gift set is going to be the Belief Aqua Bomb Deep Hydration. A lot of people during this time of year, honestly, regardless of what part of the country you live in, this time of year, some people experience dryness in their skin, face, and body. I do personally. This is the hydration set. This is one that I really do recommend. You're getting a cleanser, an eye cream, essence, and the moisturizer for the price of the moisturizer alone. So you really can't beat this deal. I absolutely love the Aqua Bomb. So if you're in need of a good moisturizer, this is definitely one to check out, especially if you're normal, combo or oily skin type. Next up, I want to recommend the Pharmacy Greenhouse set. This set is $48 and it's a $76 value. This is hands down one of my most favorite cleansing balms that I could purchase at Sephora. And you're basically getting the cleanser or the cleansing balm, and then you're getting everything else almost for free. So you're getting the cleansing balm, and then you're getting a moisturizer, and I want to say this is an eye cream. So hydration is where it's at this time of year. And the Pharmacy cleansing balm, if you've never tried it, it's the bomb. Okay, the next is a body care gift set from the brand L'Occitane. And this is like a French-based brand, and you guys have heard of them before, I'm sure, with their almond shower oil, which I do love. I don't love the sweetness of the scent. So if you don't mind sweet scented things, then this is definitely a good one. This is called the Almond Home and Away. So you're basically getting 2 full-size products to keep at home, and then you're getting 2 travel-size products. And I really say that you can't beat this. This is a great opportunity to try out the brand in general. So this time of year, our hands can tend to be a little bit on the dry side. So I wanted to also recommend the Shea Limited Edition Holiday Hand trio, and it's basically a variety of their different types of hand creams. I personally have been living for a good hand cream here lately, so this is one that I think that you guys should check out. You're getting a $36 value here for $29, and it's a ultra rich formulation. I have tried some of L'Occitane's skincare and body care, and I really do think that they are worth the splurge. One of my favorite brands from Sephora is Kate Somerville for skincare, and this is a gift set that's $143 value for $85. This is called the Pore Perfecting Trio, and it has two of my favorite Kate Somerville products. You're getting a 4-ounce size Exfoliate Daily Cleanser, which I absolutely love. And then you're getting a 1 ounce of the Liquid Exfoliate Triple Acid Resurfacing Treatment. Honestly, this is one of the best, I would say, top 5 resurfacing treatments that you can probably get from Sephora. It's very potent. You need to be careful and follow the instructions that are on the package. But if I needed some skincare right now and I dealt with big pores, oily skin, and acne, this would be one that I would definitely pick up. These are the gift sets that I am definitely here for. I want to go ahead and mention also that this is a great time to pick up any of the fragrances that you're running low on, any of the high-end things that you're running low on, and of course your essential products, your cotton pads, your makeup removers, your just things, your essential things that you use all the time. That is going to wrap it up. I will link everything for you down in the description bar. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again really soon.